Will Lutz set to kick off.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watson off play action. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
54, 56, the mark, boys, 56, check 56. Watch the pass, 56 the mic, 56 is the mic. Come on, 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Watson just beating the play clock. Able to connect to Mims. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and... right at a yard.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
I got you. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Back to throw, Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. Now this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Dash, dash, dash. Go, go, go now. Like 31.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, here's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, Mike's 56.
Watson now to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That's a gain of 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Hey, 59! 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
brings up
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watch the boot. No, check that. Little Mike 52 right here.
To throw again on second down. Watson, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
He's not going to get me. Never mind, 52, Mike 52. Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Now it's Watson. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 6. I'll get him.
From the gun, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Peoples, yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Back two to Mike. Mike back two. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even 9. Check. Mike 31. Check motion. Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
Operating from the gun, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Watson, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun on third down, Jackson. That's caught by Ware. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 50, it's Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Watson's pass intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
48-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And a give this time to the tailback. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
No, check it. 52 right here. 52. Don't get nervous. 52's the mark, boys. 52. I got you, punk.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
52. Here we go, D. Mike 52. Mike 52. So we got man. 52's the mic right here.
From the gun, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Operating from the gun. Watson over the middle, caught by Mims. Watson give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards. Today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage. When you see a play like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Peoples, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Switch. Watch the ship.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Set. 19. Come on. 25. 52.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff looking right. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Lining up for the point after.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You don't know no better.
From the gun, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 56, Mike 56.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so that the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle made.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here, he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked picked off at the 48. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 24, Texans 7. Will Lutz set
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll have another road date